Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
We are following breaking news from Detroit's west side, where a DDOT bus has plowed into this building after being involved in a crash with a number of other vehicles. Good to have you with us for Local 4 News at 5. The witnesses there say it sounded like a bomb went off when the DDOT bus slammed into the wall of the building.
It happened about 3:30 this afternoon on Dexter Avenue near Oakman and Doris. Let's get right to Mara McDonald. She's live on the scene. Mara.
Karen, we've got a lot of new information, but take a walk with me. I want to try and set this up for you. First of all, we got 3 cars involved here. Do you see the Honda Pilot there? That car was parked. There was nobody in it. It just happened to be in the way. The accident in this case was between that DDOT bus that you can see has gone right through the warehouse wall here at Sun Valley Foods and that white SUV. Now listen as neighbors who live right around the corner explain what this impact was like. Did you hear it or did you see it first?
I heard it.
What did it sound like?
A big boom. A bomb almost. But we see what it did right there.
Now, according to police and witnesses, they are telling us that there were 5 people on that DDOT bus, 4 passengers and 1 driver. And then you have 1 guy behind the wheel of that SUV, no other passengers in that SUV. And DPD briefed us just moments ago. They've been looking at surveillance video, and they say it's that white SUV that caused this wreck. Take a listen.
Based on some video evidence, those officers looked at the business here that the vehicle that was traveling westbound disregarded the stop sign here at Dexter going westbound on Doris. Obviously there was a collision. The vehicle was deflected northbound and struck the pole and sheared it off. And as you can see, the bus deflected slightly to the left and went through the brick wall there on the building and the loading dock.
Back here live, police also telling us that there was nobody on that loading dock when that bus went flying through there. So that is a good thing. As far as conditions on the people who have been taken to the hospital, latest word from Commander Kiriakou and DPD is that 5 are stable and 1 is serious. We are live on Detroit's west side right now. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Now to the weather on this unofficial start of summer. Travelers getting an early start on the Memorial Day holiday. But if you're staying here at home, will you be in the clear?
After all that rain, a really rainy stretch that made everything really green, looks like the skies are finally clearing. In fact, even a couple peeks of the sun. I think that's what it is.
I think it is. I saw it a while ago. Let's get out to Ben. He's live in Orchard Lake for the St. Mary's Polish Country Fair. So Ben, are we in the clear when it comes to the rain?
You know what? We've got a few chances, Karen and Devin. Most of the weekend has got the big green light, and we'll get to that in a minute. But the temperatures are going to be on our side. In fact, right now, they feel really comfortable outside, even with the lack of sunshine. We've seen temperatures getting into the upper 60s. Still had a lot of clouds around 68 in Ann Arbor, and at Metro, Monroe's hit 70. But over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we will be beating those numbers all 3 days. Of course, we are out here at the St. Mary's Polish Country Fair. All kinds of entertainment for kids, but you know what? There's adult entertainment out here too. Nothing like a hot dice table, and we're in the casino tent out here at the fair. It opens at 6, so you can come out, try your luck, and of course, proceeds benefit the school as always. Gates open at 5, and we'll be talking more about the food and the rest of the fair coming up. Karen and Devin?
The food was kind of where you always said
like
something
fair
like
food.
that. Yeah, me too.
All right, thank you, Ben. Well, our other top story tonight, 2 boys injured after being mauled by dogs near their school. This happened at the corner of Hubble and Puritan after the brothers were dropped off at school, and we are learning a Good Samaritan risked his life to get them to safety. Coco McAvoy live with us now. Coco, first off, how are the boys?
Devin and Karen, the brothers are in serious and stable conditions. This is all after they were being chased by a dog, decided to jump a fence to seek refuge, but did not realize that 2 pit bulls were on the other side. And now a Good Samaritan is being credited for helping save the lives of those young boys.
I just got little small scratches, that's it.
Which is truly remarkable. given the fact that Elgin Harris helped save a 10-year-old and his 12-year-old brother from a pit bull attack. It started like this.
A little girl screaming, and she just kept pointing. I said, what's wrong, what's wrong?
He looked over the fence and saw an awful sight.
The boy crying out like, I don't want to die, I want to die. Like, oh, I got to do something.
Harris jumped the fence and fought the dogs to pull one of the brothers to safety, but the other was still trapped. Then officers arrived to the scene.
And they were viciously attacking this one kid.
The officers tried distracting the dogs, but
they ended up shooting the dogs because the dogs were attacking the kid.
The owner of the two dogs got a call about what happened.
I was a lot bewildered before getting here and finding out that they climbed over the gate.
He says the dogs, Apollo and Creed, helped protect the property that's been robbed many times. And he isn't angry about what happened, just glad people stepped in to help the kids.
I would have done the same thing. I mean, what can you do? You know, they're here to protect and serve, and they were definitely protecting. So even though they're not my kids, it's still a little hard to swallow.
And police say there was another Good Samaritan who stepped in to help try to save the kids. And so officers are saying if it wasn't for those Good Samaritans, also wasn't for the fire department and the police department, that this would have turned out much more tragic. Back to you.
Well, Coco, I'm sure they're still piecing all this together, but is there a possibility the owner could face any charges?
So police say the owner will not face charges so far in this case because of the fact that the dogs were secured and the kids ended up jumping over the fence.
Right.
So in that case, yeah, he's not facing charges.
I think he was within his rights. Exactly right. All right, Coco. All right, now to damaging new testimony in the case of Dr. Larry Nassar.
Today, more accusers took the stand detailing alleged sexual abuse by the once famed Olympic doctor. Jason Colthorpe following today's testimony. Jason, cameras, I understand, were actually pulled from the courtroom at one point.
Yeah, for the second witness today, Karen, and that's simply for complete anonymity. And you can understand why when you hear the testimony, as we've heard from witnesses in this case before. Very disturbing. And today, the first two talked about the first time they were allegedly abused, and they were just 12 years old.
Three more women, three familiar stories. Former gymnasts testifying about their medical treatment by former MSU doctor Larry Nassar. One talked about how things suddenly changed.
Now, did there come a point in time during your appointments that something happened that was different from just the massages?
Yes.
Walk me through what happened.
So after I had changed, he walked back into the room and asked me to lay on my stomach and would start massaging and then would move his hand underneath my shorts and slide my underwear over to the side and vaginally penetrated.
She also testified about the length of time Nassar allegedly penetrated her with his ungloved fingers.
He continued to penetrate and continued to ask me if it felt better and those type of comments, and that lasted for about 15 to 20 minutes as well.
Okay. And then what happened next?
After that, he massaged again, and then the appointment was pretty much over, and that was about it.
Did he say anything to you after the appointment was over?
He said that he would want to see me back again in about 6 months.
Now, the defense did try to make some arguments on cross-examination regarding the Indy Star article, which is what led to all of these charges against Dr. Nassar, and that was, did they think this was abuse until they read that article? June 23rd is the next court date here. They'll hear from one more witness, and the judge is expected to rule whether he will be bound over for trial. Back to you.
Jason, the head of the UK's National Counterterrorism Policing says officers have made what they call enormous progress in the investigation into Monday's bombing in Manchester that killed at least 22 people. Bill Neely is in Manchester with the latest. Bill?
Police here in Manchester made one more arrest this morning, and they've been searching a number of premises. 8 people now being questioned by the police, and the police saying those arrests are significant and the things that they have found in the searches are important.
We're very happy we've got our hands around some of the key players that we're concerned about. But I say there's still a little bit more to do.
Meanwhile, security is being stepped up really across Britain, and there are concerns over A big sporting weekend here in the UK. Meanwhile, the US Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has been paying his own tribute here for his first visit to Britain. He signed a book of condolence, a very small gesture, but he also said America's hearts are broken over what has happened here.
And please know that all of America's prayers are with those who have lost loved ones and those that are injured for speedy recovery.
The carpet of flowers here in Manchester just growing all the time. The emotion here is still really quite raw, and the fears here of a second attack quite real. MI5, Britain's security agency, saying they have actually foiled 5 attacks, attempted attacks in the last 2 months. So the fear of some kind of copycat attack is quite real here. Back to you.
Doubt, all right, Bill, but nonetheless, late this afternoon, Ariana Grande announced she is soon going to return to Manchester to hold a benefit concert to raise money for the victims of the attack.
Steps are being taken to limit hepatitis A exposure at the Oakland County Jail. That's after a male inmate held at the Pontiac Jail was recently confirmed to be infected with a contagious disease. People who were held at the jail between May 8th and May 23rd are now being asked to contact the Oakland County Health Division. It's to determine if they were exposed and possibly contracted the disease. The areas where inmates are held have since been sanitized.
All along, we've been told District Detroit is going to be a lot more than just a new arena.
And today, developers proved it. Here at 5, the brand new addition going up that's turning a once vacant neighborhood into a place to live, work, and play. Rod.
We showed you his story just the other night.
It's been a crazy week.
But it turns out there's a happy ending, and we'll bring it to you.
All right, Rod, but first, Detroit home blown apart in an early morning explosion. An unusual reason investigators believe it happened. Next.
Beginning new at 6.
A high-speed chase over 100 miles per hour through the streets of Shelby Township, all of it caught on camera. I'm Nick Monticelli. I'll tell you the quirky thing the mom did right before this chase started.
All right, Nick, also a thief showing just how difficult it is to climb a fence while carrying a large power tool. That's at 6.
Police believe a stolen furnace that left a gas line leaking is to blame for a house explosion on Detroit's west side. The blast happened around 3 this morning on Evergreen Road near Warren Avenue. The front of the home was blown onto the sidewalk, causing damage nearby.
How did the kitchen end up in the sidewalk? I mean, the kitchen on the sidewalk or whatever. And it's bad, it's bad.
By the time we got up, tried to run to the side, check on the dogs. The side of the doors had been blew in, the glass, crack in the wall. It's crazy. It's been a long night.
Investigators believe the flame burning in the water heater likely ignited the gas. Luckily, there were no injuries.
Wednesday night, we brought you the story of a young Detroit musician who had been carjacked on the city's west side. It wasn't the car, really, that he worried about. It was heartbroken over losing the prized saxophone that belonged to his late and famous father. Well, tonight, there's a happy update to the story. Rod Maloney brings us the reunion.
When your dad is a Motown legend playing on songs like My Girl, Dancing in the Street, and then becomes a jazz legend with guys like Ray Charles, any musical gift he gives you is likely to have a lot of sentimental value. And that is precisely the case with Kassan Belgrave's saxophone. Kassan played his cannonball sax on stage with his dad, Marcus, before he died back in 2015. So when a carjacking crew hit Kassan Tuesday night, he feared he'd never see his horn again. The car turned up stripped and burned.
I was not surprised because, I knew that, they wanted, just like some quick money.
And the thieves didn't miss his sax.
I got a call yesterday at around like 10 a.m. Before I went to work and saying that, oh yeah, this pawn shop has your saxophone.
And he was back at it again today, playing his beloved horn, the story paralleling his father's, who'd had his custom-made trumpet stolen from his car in Detroit's Eastern Market back in 2014.
I was so grateful, and I was thinking back to my dad's story and how he found it in the pawn shop too, like a week later. But my saxophone came up like a day later.
Most remarkable to Kassan is how his friends and family rallied around him, giving him a couple of saxophones and starting a GoFundMe page. he's grateful for the support Detroiters gave him.
Even if things go bad, like people are willing to help, even if they're struggling too.
For Kassan, it's almost an embarrassment of riches now with all the new horns and also that GoFundMe money. So right at this point, they're sort of rethinking what it is that they might do with that money. Rod Maloney, Local 4.
So great that he got it back, but here's an important part of the story as well. Detroit police tell us tonight they have caught 2 of the 3 people who carjacked Kassan. They submitted warrants to the prosecutor's office. Now they're still looking for the 3rd, but they said they know who it is.
Well, it is a nice start to the holiday weekend, and what better place to start it at the fair?
Absolutely. We've been already talking about all the food that is going to be surrounding Ben there and everybody that heads out that way. He's at the St. Mary's Polish Country Fair. Hey, Ben.
The countdown to the Polish food is on, but we're going to get there in a second. Behind me, the gates are open. They open at 5 o'clock, and what we don't have in sunshine, we've made up for in comfortable temperatures out here. We've been in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees here this afternoon with just a couple breaks in those clouds. Current numbers outside generally in the 60s right now, a couple of 70s down there in our south zone at Adrian and also Monroe. Let's look at the radar because we're also keeping an eye on some showers that are in our south zone right now. You can see that very thin line of sprinkles. It's headed this way. The bigger patch of rain is out over Chicago, and that's going to be moving in once we get past midnight tonight. We are not anticipating that is going to be any sort of severe weather. In fact, most of that's going to be just rain. Everything that we see will be out of here by daybreak, so we've got a dry day Saturday, warmest of the stretch into the mid and upper 70s, and then as we get into Sunday, this is where we got to be careful. In the afternoon, we'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms, and some of those could be severe. So if you're going to be outside, keep our local forecasters app with you and stay on top of the weather. Monday, we're looking mostly dry. There's still a chance we could see a pop-up shower, but the bulk of the day is dry, and we are not anticipating anything severe from Monday. So Sunday is really the danger zone, and you see that green area under a marginal risk for severe weather on Sunday afternoon. Lows tonight, mid to upper 50s, and we'll keep the clouds around. Yes, there will be a sprinkle or two, mainly south of Detroit here through the evening, but we're looking for those overnight showers as we get closer to daybreak tomorrow. But a dry day on Saturday as we go to 76 on the high side. 7-day outlook going into the 70s and staying there for the entire Memorial Day weekend. Other than those couple showers there on Monday, things stay unsettled early next week. All 70s, as a matter of fact, for the next 7 days. So we've got food, we've got games, we've got stuff for the kids, and we talked about fun for the grown-ups here. But if you want to come away with something a little bit more impressive, I got Bill Detmer here from Hurricane Ridge Arts. Bill, what do you got?
Hi there. I'm pleased to be with you today. I am a custom jeweler, and I make all kinds of accessories for men and women.
Let's back up here so we can see a little bit. This is all handmade stuff, right?
It is, and all of the stones are cut and polished by me, and they were all framed and mounted in the sterling silver frames. I make things for men and women as well.
Now, talk to me a little bit about this stuff over here, because this is some rare stones.
Right. The blue is lapis lazuli from Afghanistan. It's AAA grade, and it's almost impossible to get that quality anymore. The purple comes from Siberia. That's charoite, and they have to take that out of Siberia on horseback because there are no roads in there where they mine this stuff from.
You're not going over there and getting that yourself?
No, I usually get the raw materials at the Tucson International Gem and Mineral Show.
Gotcha.
Or other places like that give me a chance to let somebody else do the traveling and the hauling.
Well, it looks great, Bill, and we're right here in front of the gates, so come on by and see Bill, and we're going to be eating here before too long, so more on that coming up in a few minutes. Guys, back to you.
That's really great. That stuff has come all the way from Siberia to make it
great.
Thank you,
your
Ben. Wardrobe. That's really cool.
Creative pieces.
Sure is. Yeah, it looks great. All right, here comes Dr. Frank McGeorge. Doc.
There's a change in the air, and it's not just the temperature. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Why more people are suddenly sniffling and sneezing. Plus, a look at what's going around where you live.
All right, Frank, also a semi-truck snarls the morning commute. We'll show you what happened along US 23 next. In Livingston County, a stretch of US 23 is back open after a semi-rollover.
This was the scene this morning on northbound US 23 near North Territorial Road. You can see the semi rolled over, ended up in a ditch. Traffic was then diverted off the highway, but the road is back open for drivers this evening. Still no word on the truck driver's condition or what caused the crash. Rock singer Chris Cornell is being laid to rest today in Los Angeles. Friends and family will gather with fans at Cornell's burial site at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. After a private memorial service, Cornell was found unresponsive last week in his room at the MGM Grand here in Detroit. His death was ruled suicide. Cornell was in Detroit performing with the band Soundgarden at the Fox Theater just hours before.
A Purple Heart monument that was stolen from the Upper Peninsula Veterans Memorial has been returned. Police say the large reproduction of a Purple Heart medal was taken sometime this week from the memorial in Dickinson County's Brighting Township. The medal is given, of course, for wounds suffered in combat. Well, early this morning, it was returned. However, we should point out it was returned damaged. So if you know anything surrounding the theft, police are hoping you'll call.
New at 5:30.
The holiday weekend, well, it is perfect for those who love to shop. I'm going to show you which stores are offering big deals and which products you should buy right now.
For the very first time, the Russia investigation is now inside the White House. I'm Blaine Alexander with that story from Washington.
Right outside of the new Little Caesars Arena, in front of the Eddystone. Remember when that was about to be demolished? Well, not only is it not coming down, it's about to be turned into some luxurious apartment living. We'll tell you how much it's going to cost.
It's dinner time. Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now.
The plan is getting even bigger. Tonight we're getting our first glimpse at a huge new development that's just part of the new Arena District. It tops our news tonight at 5:30. We all know District Detroit will be the new home of the Red Wings and the Pistons.
But now it's also going to be home to at least 700 other people. Today, District Detroit unveiled a massive residential plan for that area, 700 residential units in all, so that's actually more than 700 people. Jason Colthorpe live from District Detroit tonight. Huge need for housing in the area, no doubt, Jason.
And also, Devin, a huge need for affordable housing, which is another very important part of this, but very exciting. And one of the exciting things the mayor talked about today is being able to preserve 4 historic buildings, one of them being the Alhambra here, where this will be turned into a residential area. And this development, the biggest in Detroit in 20 years.
The District Detroit will be one of the most unique and exciting places in the country to live.
The Illich family's first foray into residential development will feature 686 modern units spread across 6 buildings, 2 new and 4 renovated, including the Eddystone Hotel and the Alhambra.
20% of the units, 139 units, will be permanently set aside for affordable housing so that low-income families can live here as well.
Those 139 affordable units will start at $700 a month, and overall the new apartments and lofts will go for $2 a square foot.
That's not affordable.
We showed the plans to potential renters to get their take.
Yeah, it seems sweet. I mean, now's the time, right?
I have a 14-year-old daughter. I'm not crazy about Detroit schools, so I would not be wanting to move downtown at this time. If I were single, I'd be there in a heartbeat if it was affordable.
I think when you're working downtown, your life's downtown, you know, you cut costs with driving, maybe even, I know a lot of my friends don't even have a car down here anymore, so that's a huge cost, especially with Uber.
Me having 3 kids, $1,600 for 800 square feet. I can't fit my kids in there. I would love to live downtown, but I couldn't afford that.
Yeah, now price, of course, obviously is whatever the market dictates. But let's talk timeline for a minute. Now, the 4 buildings that are being renovated, like the Eddystone, which is obviously right next to LCA there, the new arena, those won't get going until 2018. The 2 new buildings being built will start this year, but they won't be ready for the opening of the new arena. But we haven't even touched on some of the really cool things. These are modern places with smart everything, high-tech amenities and things like that. Also with some cool rooftop decks and observation areas for people to utilize there. So people very excited about that. Of course, price will be a consideration. Guys, back to you.
Well, Jason, not to be a killjoy, but when I talk to people about all that development that's happening there, it doesn't take long before the conversation turns to what may one of the biggest worries that people have, and that's parking.
You think that might be an issue, Devin?
Yeah.
Well, you know, one of the developers today used the phrase, there will be ample parking, but in talking to people and some of these prospective renters, they talk about, well, what about the first day there's a game or 3 or a concert or 3 and people out eating and shopping and everything else, then we'll see how the parking situation really holds up, but developers think it will be ample. Devin.
A problem that we dreamed of having, I guess, once upon a time downtown, that's for sure. All right, Jason. A 3-week-old has died after an apparent dog attack.
It happened Thursday at a home in Grand Rapids. Police say the baby girl was left alone with 3 pit bulls. An adult came to check in on the infant and noticed she had a severe head injury and also noticed one of the dogs had blood around its mouth. That infant was taken to the hospital where she died this morning, sadly. All 3 dogs are now at an animal shelter. They're under quarantine. A full investigation continues. President Trump met with other world leaders at his first G7 summit in Italy. The leaders, along with the president, took a new stand against terror today. They signed a declaration against terrorism and extremism. The leaders also agreed to enhance sanctions on North Korea, but they did not find common ground on 2015's Paris Accord and also global warming.
There was no doubt around the table about how important this particular issue on climate change is. And we were all very clear about that and about the role the Paris Agreement plays in that.
As it turns out, President Trump was alone in his disapproval of the Paris Accord, keeping in line with a campaign promise, though he says he will reconsider his stance after the summit, which ends tomorrow.
So, new twist in the Russia investigation tonight. Jared Kushner, of course, the president's son-in-law and trusted senior advisor, is now a focus of FBI investigators looking into those possible ties between the Trump campaign and Russia. Blaine Alexander in Washington tonight with more. Blaine?
Well, Devin, Jared Kushner is the only current member of the West Wing that's known to be under scrutiny. And for the very first time, this now puts that Russia investigation inside the White House. Officials tell NBC News the president's son-in-law and close advisor, Jared Kushner, is a person of interest, not suspected of a crime, but he likely has significant information relating to the Russian investigation.
He was the point person, and so it makes a lot of sense that the FBI would want to talk to him to ask the key question at the center of this. Why was there so much interaction, both meetings and communications, with Russians?
Last year, Kushner met at least once with the Russian ambassador, a central figure in the investigation, and also met with a prominent Russian banker. Back in March, White House spokesman Sean Spicer described Kushner as the transition team's main point of contact with foreign governments.
You're acting as though there's something nefarious about doing what he was actually tasked to do.
Kushner's lawyer says his client will work with investigators. In the UK, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson putting out intel fires on a different front, telling his British counterpart the U.S. takes full responsibility for leaking Manchester bombing evidence photos to the press.
We obviously regret that that happened.
An issue British Prime Minister Theresa May brought up with President Trump.
He has made clear that that was unacceptable. The Metropolitan Police have, as I understand it, received assurances from the FBI.
This weekend, the president will return to Washington and the Russia investigation he left behind, now inside the White House and his own family circle. And Jared Kushner is now back in Washington today after spending much of the week overseas with the president. At the White House, Blaine Alexander, Local 4.
Republican Greg Gianforte has won the special election for Montana's sole U.S. House seat.
The Republicans' victory came, of course, just a day after he was charged with misdemeanor assault due to accusations of him body slamming a reporter to the ground. In his acceptance speech, though, he apologized for his actions.
Last night I made a mistake. And I took an action that I can't take back. And I'm not proud of what happened. I should not have responded in the way that I did. And for that, I'm sorry.
The news of that election reached Taormina, Sicily during his visit there to the G7 summit. President Trump called the election results a great win in Montana. Gianforte now replaces Ryan Zinke, who is the Interior Secretary in the Trump administration.
Everybody loves a good discount, and this weekend some of the best ones are being offered to shoppers. Tonight, consumer investigator Hank Winchester shows us the deals you don't want to miss out on, and also some surprising items you should buy right now.
The Memorial Day weekend, I know many of you will be spending that time with family and friends, maybe relaxing, but it's also a great time to shop. Right now, take a look at some of the stores offering big deals and also the products that you may want to buy right now. Memorial Day weekend, for many of you, there may be parades or possibly a family cookout. But if you're looking for a bargain, it's a great time to do some shopping. Best Buy, for example, offering up to 40% off this weekend on big ticket items like dishwashers and refrigerators. Free delivery being offered on every purchase over $3.99. It's also a great weekend for furniture bargains. Art Van offering big deals in Metro Detroit. Mattresses, bedding, area rugs also expected to be deeply discounted at many stores. Closeout deals available on spring and fall clothing. Stores have summer inventory on the floor right now. Other items need to go. Macy's and Kohl's offering big deals right now. Finally, we're thinking sun right now, not snow, but it's an ideal time to buy a snowblower or a snowmobile. These sometimes pricey items typically deeply discounted as we head into summer, which means avoid buying patio furniture or grills right now if you can. Those items won't hit the sales floor until September. And we have more shopping tips and advice from the pros. You'll find all the information you need right on the consumer page of our website, clickondetroit.com. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank.
All right, Hank, and with the gloomy weather starting to clear out a little bit, Ben is at the place to be this weekend.
Live at the St. Mary's Polish Country Fair in Orchard Lake. Now let's check out the food, right, Ben?
That's right. Dinner bell has rung. Devin and Sandra, we're out here with Chef Emily, and I guess you better bring your appetite if you're coming out here.
You have to. We offer a wide variety of American food, but we offer the Polish combo.
That's this here, right?
Yes, bigos, stuffed cabbage, 4 types of pierogi, rye bread, pickle, and kielbasa.
Is that for one person?
Yes. Well, this is one for one person.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And for dessert, you've got all kinds of stuff.
Yes. We have even more than this. We have a wide variety: cookies, krishtiki, kolachki, and then we also have a wide variety of beer and wine.
Polish beer too, right?
Oh yeah.
Now our photographer Vic says, "Get some angel wings." That's these, right?
Yes. Yes, they're awesome.
Now
I'm not messy, but they're great.
I'm not supposed to eat on TV, but those pierogies are just staring me in the face. So, I gotta have a little power because I'm gonna come over here with Erica. She's gonna supposedly teach me how to dance, right?
Yes.
How's this gonna go?
So it's really simple. It's just a hop and then a 1, 2, and 3, and then another hop.
All right, so we're starting on the left foot.
Yep.
As I chew.
Hop, 1, 2, 3. Hop, 1, 2, 3. Hop, 1, 2, 3.
Hop, 1, 2. Hop, 1. You know what it is? I don't have a costume on. That's what it is. That's why I can't do this. Thank you for teaching me.
No problem.
Sorry you had to see that, folks. And let's pray that doesn't end up on YouTube anywhere. Devin and Sandra,
I thought that looked like a reasonable start.
Really?
Think?
It kind of looked like aerobics to me, like a little step aerobics. Sorry, man. You know I love you.
Slash jazzercise,
yeah. Stick to the food.
Well, that's the point, though. You're just trying to work off the food.
That's true.
Just enough to
burn
do that.
those calories.
Yes. It looked good, Ben.
Need it.
All right, we'll talk to you again in a few minutes. Pittsburgh Penguins fans none too pleased even after making it to the Stanley Cup Finals last night.
Find out what they're not allowed to do in the finals that they say just isn't fair.
Also, UPS gets slapped with a 9-figure fine by a federal judge because of something they didn't do. Doc?
There's a change in the air, and it's not just the temperature. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, why more people are suddenly sniffling and sneezing. Plus, a look at what's going around where you live.
On Jeopardy!